Hi, today's day 12 of 20. We're going to focus on core, chest, triceps, and a little bit of legs. I'm going to use heavy weights today, so whatever your heavy weight is. I'm starting over here. You need a wall as well. We're going to do bridging on the wall. So I'm coming all the way over to my wall. I think I'm still in. I do have my weights next to me, but not using them right away. I'm going to come lying on down. I'm propping my feet up on a wall, so my knees are about 90-degree bent. My feet are pretty close together, maybe a little separation. Let's just start with one round of breathing. So take that deep breath in and exhale that breath. Another deep breath in, let that rib cage expand. And exhale. Last breath here. Just do a couple pelvic rocks or pelvic tilts. So again, that is where you're imprinting your spine fully to the mat and then rocking it forward to create a small grape-sized pocket of air underneath your back, your low back. Couple here, and then pause. Find that neutral spine where you do have that small grape under your back. Heavy hips, heavy shoulders. Really press those hands into that mat. Tuck that navel in, tilt that pelvis forward to imprint your spine, and start to peel up from the bottom of your back all the way on up into your bridge. Now, in bridge, make sure those shoulder blades are connected to the mat. You're squeezing through those glutes to lift your hips and not pushing into your shoulders or upper back. You want the work to be down below near your glutes, holding it there, and then slowly roll it back down, starting from the top of your back to your mid back, all the way on down. And again, we'll roll up, going through the imprints, pressing up, using those glutes and hamstrings to hold it up, and slowly bring it back on down. And again, imprint, lift, press it up, squeeze through those glutes, and lower it on down. This next one, we're going to hold it. So go through, press the navel, imprint, press it up. So if you've scooched, I am actually scooching closer. I kept sliding away. So holding bridge. Holding bridge here. We're going to drop the hips down, press it up, squeeze through those glutes and press it up. Don't use the upper body or shoulder blades. Press those hands into that mat for 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it. We're going to bridge march. So remove one foot from the wall, bring it to a tabletop, maybe knee even closer to your chest, and bring it back. Then the other leg. Wait for 8. Try to keep those glutes engaged. 6, keep that tummy tucked. 4, keep those hands pressing into that mat. 2, re-engage those glutes and slowly lower it on down. Last one here. Tuck that navel, tilt that pelvis, roll it on up. Press those hands into that mat. Let's walk those legs to straight. So you have straight legs, squeezing through those glutes to keep those hips lifted. Bring one leg off the wall and back. Straight leg. Holding it here. Breathing for 6. Also feeling the work through my back, not in a way that hurts, because I'm tucking my navel, keeping my hips lifted with my glutes, but in a way I'm working those extensors, or the muscles along the spine for 2 more. And 1. Re-engage those glutes, slowly roll down with those straight legs, all the way down. Nice job. We're gonna bring those legs to a tabletop position, not connected to the wall. Grab onto your weights. Shoot those arms straight up to 90, so wrists over shoulders. Palms are facing each other, legs are on table. Spine connected to the mat. So tuck that navel in, tilt that pelvis forward. We're gonna go into a chest fly. So you're gonna lower those arms out wide to the side, soft bend to those elbows, and bring it back in. So we're gonna continue here. Keep that soft bend. Even as you bring it back in, you can connect those weights and give them a squeeze at the top. for 5. Don't let the arms flop to the ground. Make sure you hover them and you bring them down to your end range. For 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna reconnect those feet to that wall, holding those weights over our chest. If you need to scooch closer again, do so. We're gonna roll up into that bridge, holding that bridge. Arms are still at 90. Make sure those shoulder blades are sinking into that mat. We're gonna open up the arms and lower the hips, and then you're gonna bring it up and bring the arms back in. Continuing for these. Breathing. So it's a halfway down with the hips, squeeze it up. For 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold those arms in place, lower it all the way on down. You keep those feet connected as well. We're just gonna one arm lower and bring it back to the 90. Other arm lower and up. So when you lower this arm down, make sure you're not letting your whole body fall to one side, especially if you have a heavier weight. So use those abdominals to keep everything planted evenly into that mat. For 4, 3, 2, last 1. Hold it here, arms wide to the side, little arm circles, holding them out. For 5, 4, same direction, 3, 2, 1, pause, reverse it. Keep that soft bend to those elbows for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them back up. Tap those elbows down. Raise those weights off to the side. Send those legs up and connect it to the wall. If you can do this, otherwise back all the way away from the wall and lower those legs. Take a deep breath, reach those arms overhead, and take your roll up and try to forward fold. Obviously, you could straighten out those legs. Take a forward fold here, round through that back, sit up nice and tall. Okay, I'm coming back into the screen over here. Coming to all fours. You guys can see where you're at, obviously. We're coming to all fours, take a couple cat cows, round through that back. Exhale, round, exhale, find neutral. Okay, we're gonna go into a bear plank. So tucking wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, tuck the tummy in tight. So pull up through those low abdominals. Bring that navel towards your spine. Tuck those toes, lift those knees up. Keep your spine nice and long, head is long with your tail. Holding this plank, bear plank position. We're gonna add on here some knee taps. So tap those knees, lift up. Tap, lift. On the lift, think of pulling those abdominals towards your spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Add shoulder taps. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Try not to rock too much side to side. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it in. Lower it on down. Spread those knees apart. Connect those feet. Sit back into a child's pose. Take a deep breath. And press yourself on up. Okay, so you need those weights. We're coming to some tricep work. I'm gonna stay on my knees, but you can always come to your feet if that doesn't work. I'm in a high kneel, weights in both hands. I'm gonna press back, keeping my spine long, pressing my hips or my butt back towards my feet. So if you can see, I'm not arching through my back. We're gonna start with one arm tricep kickback. So my left arm is bent. I'm extending it back past towards my hips and bringing it back with control. So continuing one-sided work here. The more you hinge back with those hips, the more you'll feel it through those quads. and just a little more work for those triceps. Get a squeeze at that end for 3, 2, squeeze as you straighten, 1, bring it back, side 2, bend through that arm, kick it back with control. I'm using 9-pound weights today. You can always go heavier, double up. Not moving through that upper body at all, just the arm doing the work. The upper arm is nice and stable as well. Take for 4. So you're squeezing that tricep at the end. 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Now, we're gonna bend through both arms, kick it back, and bring it up. And squeeze through those glutes. Kick it back, and press it up. Try not to arch through that back. Make the glutes do the work to get you to that high kneel. Have control with those arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna kick it back and hold it. Hold it. You're gonna widen those arms and bring them back. Try to keep them in that same spot. Keep that tummy tucked. Working those lats a little bit. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it on up and lower down those weights. Okay. I'm gonna keep one weight available. We're gonna come right into a side plank. So I'm gonna use my hand, you can always use a forearm. Sending that top leg long. I'm gonna press up into a modified side plank to start. You can always stay here. I'm gonna extend my leg long, squeeze through those glutes, tuck that tummy, shoot that arm up. Holding side plank like you're in between 2 panes of glass. Keeping that tummy tucked tight. Squeeze those glutes and that inner thighs together. Add hip dips. So drop those hips, press them up. Use those obliques to press it up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Breathing. And bring one leg down. I'm staying here. I'm gonna do a side leg lift. So flex through that foot, toes shining forward with that top leg. Lift and lower. So lift it high enough where you feel those side thighs, glutes, side glutes engaging as you lift it up. Keep that tummy tucked. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. We're gonna point that foot forward, flex it back without falling out of your side plank. Your arm can be up for more balance. 4, 5, getting to 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Bring it back, lower it on down. Whew. Okay, I am just gonna take a moment. This arm is very sore. Just bring that arm that was on top out to the side. Place that other arm here. Take a few lateral flexes before we go to side 2. Reach and stretch. Use those obliques to lift you back up. Last one. And then we'll press it over to side 2. Coming into that side modified side plank. Lift it up. Bring it up. Both legs if you need to, if you want. Tuck that tummy, squeeze those glutes, inner thighs. Holding it here. Make sure your head isn't pressing forward. Bring it back. Hip dips. Squeeze those abdominals together as you lift the hips back up. For 5,
4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Keep everything tucked in tight. 3, 2, 1. Drop that knee. You're in that modified side plank. Start those leg lifts. Foot is parallel, toes forward. Lift it high enough that you feel that work through the outside of the thigh, the glutes. Keep that tummy tuck. Pull up through those low abdominals. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Point your foot forward and flex it back. Try not to fall out of that plank. Tummy tucked. Last 5, 4, 3. My whole body is shaky. 2. Last 1. Bring it back and lower it down. Whew. I did do that was my second time through, so definitely feeling it. Bring that top arm out to the side, other arm here, lift up, and breathe. Last 1. And bring it back. If you need to stretch out those glutes, you can take that seated figure 4 stretch, or you could sit on a couch, cross one leg over the other and hinge forward from the hips. You just want to stretch out those side glutes. So while we work that low body, I wouldn't call that a lot of low body work, because a lot of it I was feeling through the upper body because we'd already worked the upper body. So it was just a little add-on. I would call it more core work to get a little bit of the legs. But clearly, taking a forward fold. But clearly you could work those side glutes so much more. So feel free to repeat any part of this workout or the whole thing. Hope you have a great day.